Hey guys, it's me, JoJo. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm sorry for not uploading a video for the last few days. I've been working on my very first review video, which is still in the works right now. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that particular video when it comes out. But for now, please enjoy this story time about how my friend's girlfriend did something pretty insane, which led to my friend thankfully breaking up with her for a good reason. And you're about to hear why. With that said, please enjoy the video. So today's story time takes place back in 10th grade. I was at school during the morning, eating breakfast with some of my friends, and as we were all eating, one of my other close friends, who for this story time I'm gonna call Drake, walks into the lunchroom and immediately runs over to me and my friends. Then, as soon as he sits down next to us, he says, hey guys, something really crazy happened to me yesterday. And I'm like, okay, Drake, what crazy story do you have for us today? Because usually he would tell us really crazy and insane stories that were obviously very fake and made up, and every now and then we would usually roast him for doing that, obviously in a fun and playful way, because he's one of the homies, sometimes you gotta roast each other. But apparently, that's not the case this time, because he says something that took me and my friends in complete shock. So he says, dude, I broke up with my girlfriend, and because of that, things yesterday went pretty insane. So I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Then he says, yeah, I broke up with her, and she tried to pull a knife on me in front of her parents while we were having dinner at my ex-girlfriend's house. So yeah, that happened. And the moment he said that, me and a few of my friends all looked completely shocked and confused, to which I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Your girlfriend pulled a knife on you in front of her parents at dinner yesterday. Why exactly? Then he goes, yeah, she did that. Do you guys want to hear it? To which we all said, hell yeah. Like, that seems like a pretty interesting story, regardless if it's fake or not. That seems like a pretty insane story. Yes, we're gonna hear it. So apparently, about a week before he broke up with his girlfriend, they started talking about him finally meeting his girlfriend's parents, and they both agreed to do so. So later on that day, which was literally yesterday, based on this story time, Drake goes to his girlfriend's house and, he introduces himself to her parents. They shake hands, they ask him to come in and et cetera, et cetera. Basically everything that, every couple usually does whenever they decide to let their own significant other meet their parents and whatnot. And you would think that this was going to be a really easy process to go through. All you're doing is simply meeting your girlfriend's parents, having dinner, and things will go smoothly. Well, apparently that wasn't the case this time, because when Drake entered his girlfriend's house and they all decide to have dinner, this is where things get like a trillion times fucking worse for him. So anyways, Drake and his girlfriend, as well as her parents, are all sitting together at the table, eating dinner, talking to each other, and pretty much every couple and their parents usually do at the dinner table. Then, his girlfriend's parents start, asking him questions about what he does during his personal time. How did he and, their daughter meet? What do they usually do together? The basic dad questions that every father asks someone that's dating their own child. And Drake pretty much answered the questions completely honestly. And for the most part, things were going pretty well. Clearly, nothing could possibly go wrong in this particular situation whatsoever. And maybe in a different universe, this is what actually happened and things didn't go wrong for once. Well, unfortunately, fucko, we don't live in a goddamn cartoon/anime. We can't just go back in time and prevent anything bad from happening, because clearly we live in the real world and clearly things don't go that way. And because of that, things went completely downhill from here on out. So Drake's girlfriend finally speaks up at the table and says to him, hey Drake, do you mind if I can borrow your phone real quick? He says, sure, no problem. And he gives his phone to his girlfriend and she leaves the table and goes upstairs for about a few minutes. Now, Drake during this time didn't think that it was strange for her to do that, because, he would usually give her his phone, just because he didn't think anything bad would happen, like nothing bad was going to happen, but clearly that's not what happens. So my friend's girlfriend comes back downstairs and sits back down at the table looking completely pissed off, to which he and his girlfriend's parents are just, sitting there looking very shocked and confused. So then Drake finally breaks the silence, like after a few minutes of sitting there in complete awkward silence, and he asks his girlfriend if, she was okay. And then his girlfriend says something completely shocking. She says, well, I don't know. Why don't you be honest with me and tell me the fucking truth, you fucking cheater? And proceeds to pull out my friend's own phone in front of him with the messages app open, and it shows some messages between him and his sister, which, by the way, my friend's girlfriend didn't know during the time. Yeah, I know. Shocker. It wasn't like he was cheating on her with another girl from school or whatever the case may be. No. It was literally just messages between him and his older sister. Yeah, this was an older sister. And that's exactly what Drake says to his girlfriend. He's like, that's literally my sister. To which she says, oh, bullshit. We both know that this isn't your sister, you fucking liar. Then he says, no, I'm being 100% serious. That is literally my sister that I've been texting. Also, why are you checking through my messages? Then she says, well, I noticed that you've been texting on your phone recently with another girl, and I thought I had no other option but to take your phone away from you when I had the chance to and check your messages. And thankfully I did, you fucking cheater. Then Drake said, okay, first of all, you thought that you had no other way to confirm whether or not I'm cheating on you besides, literally taking my phone away from me to check and see if he's cheating on me? Are you serious? Second of all, that is literally my sister. You want to know how I know this? It's because next week she's coming over all the way from California for a week to visit her family here. She's literally staying over at my house for a week. Like, you can literally check through each and every single one. It clearly shows that I'm talking with my older sister. And third, the fact that you did all of this behind my back really shows that you have no trust in me whatsoever. Like, I've been extremely nice to you, and apparently you just have no trust in me. And I think because of all of this, I think that we should get some room away from each other. So then she says, oh, so you're trying to dump me now? Then he says back to her, look, I'm not saying that I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but again, it's pretty obvious that you don't trust me and you're in a really bad mood right now. So I think it would be best for everybody if we have some space from each other. And then after that, he gets up from the table and starts to walk away. And as he's about to leave and walk out from the house, his girlfriend says, before you leave, I want to give you something real quick. So she walks away and makes her way to the kitchen, to which Drake is literally just standing there looking completely confused. And I know that some of you are probably thinking, oh, maybe she's just trying to give him something, or that he must have left something at the table or something. But nope, that's not the case, because what happens next is truly fucking insane. So his girlfriend comes back from the kitchen and she's holding, I shit you not, a fucking large, sharp kitchen knife. I'm not kidding. My friend told me that his girlfriend, or I guess in this case, his ex-girlfriend, is holding a large, sharp fucking kitchen knife. And you wanna know what she does next? Yep, that's right. She proceeds to fucking run towards him and starts screaming at him saying, you're gonna try and dump me, motherfucker? See what happens. I fucking dare you. And as soon as he sees this, Drake fucking runs out of the house. And thank fuck that he drove over to her house, because as soon as he steps outside, he runs straight to his car and drives off, not looking back. So after this, he drives back to his parents' house and, yada yada yada. He tells them about the whole situation. His parents wanted to press charges against his ex-girlfriend, but he was like, no, I don't want to go through that. I just want to break up with her. I don't want to go through all that legal stuff. And then that's it. Then the very next day, he's sitting in front of us telling us this entire story, to which I said to Drake, look, I don't care if you left something at her house. Never go back there, especially with a crazy person like your ex living there. So then he goes, yeah, man, I'm never going back there. I already called her on the phone later on that night and basically told her that, we're completely through with. I'm breaking up with you. And I blocked her on every piece of social media. So I think I'm good for now. So then I said, oh, thank God you broke up with her. And hold on, wait a minute. Did her parents even try to stop her? And then my friend goes, no, they literally did nothing about that whole situation. I'm like, wait. Her parents did nothing to try to stop their own daughter from trying to stab you over a misunderstanding on their part. So then Drake is like, yeah, that's literally what happened. I'm like, okay, I'm glad that you're never going to talk to those people ever again, because that's extremely messed up. Like, if I was a parent in that particular situation and I was just sitting there knowing that my own child was about to potentially harm another child, yeah, I would stop that. Like, no child should be doing that in any way, shape, or form to another child, right? Don't just sit there, fucking do something. Jesus Christ. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story time about how my friend's ex-girlfriend literally pulled a knife on him for a misunderstanding on her part. Now, unfortunately for Drake, this wasn't the last time that his ex-girlfriend tried to do something completely bad to him, and in general ends up doing something like a million times worse. But I'll save that story time for a completely different video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moral of the story is, don't threaten anybody with a weapon of any kind over a misunderstanding, because that's not cool, and I do not condone that particular behavior whatsoever. And yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy storytime video that I made. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It would really help, and it would honestly mean a lot to me. And if you want, you could potentially subscribe to the channel for more of my really dumb videos in the future. A link to my Instagram will be placed down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And with that said, this is JoJo signing out. Peace.